Hi everybody, it's Kate. I wanted to come to you today and upload a little video about my swap. I am swapping pocket letter cards. It's for a swap that's happening on my scrap room Ning site. So it's myscraproom.ning.com. And if you haven't heard of it before, they host 5 swaps every month, and then there are also some specialty swaps happening. Anyway, so one of the swaps this month was to do pocket cards for pocket letters. So what you do is make 9 pocket letter cards, and then you keep one and send out 8, and then you get 8 different ones back from your swap partners, and it makes a complete pocket letter. So I just want to show you what I made. So here they are. I just put them in this little box because it's so cute. Look how cute. Okay. So here's what I did. So each of my swap partners will get one of these little packets. And so I just put their name stamped and tied it with a little bow here. And I hung a little piece of jewelry off of the side with a little charm. And to package the little items, I actually used these Heidi Swap page protectors. They are 3 by 4 inches wide. And here's what they look like just by themselves. Super cute. My husband actually found these at the Hobby Lobby, as I mentioned in my swap video, in the clearance section. So it came with 24 pockets for just $1.79. And so I saw them and I thought, oh, these would be perfect to make little packages for my swap partners to include all the goodies. So I made the little charm there. These little beads are actually rose quartz from Zenful. I have a little pin stuck in there by accident. But these are really pretty, pale pink. I just really like them. Yeah, rose quartz. And I got those at Michael's. Anyway, so I just used one of those pins and some spacers and some of that rose quartz. And then I added a little charm to each one, and they're hanging off of a lobster clasp, so they can be taken off. And so what I did was package the card and the goodies inside of one of those little Heidi Swap pockets, and then I fused the top closed. So my swap partners can just chop off the top, and here's all their goodies on the inside. So here's the pocket card that I made. This paper in the background, I actually got this from Hobby Lobby, and I don't even have a tiny little scrap left to show you. I used every tiny little bit of it trying to get enough paper to make all 9 cards, because of course all I bought was 1 sheet, and I think I said it in the haul video. I don't know why I don't buy 2 sheets. I mean, it would have been another 20 cents, I guess. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, so I had to use, excuse me, every tiny little scrap of the paper, which you can kind of see it there. It's got some flowers on it, and it's really pretty. And then up here, I just used a flower from the Michael's $1.50 bin. It came with 9 little flowers in varying colors of pink. So I thought those were super cute, and I'll turn it a little bit to see if you can see that sparkle there. And then here, these are just a couple of pieces of lace. It actually came from this, and this is what my mother-in-law used, hi Shar, to go around the cake stands on the cake table at our wedding. So she put the cake stands up, and then she used this really pretty lace and some little roses to go all around the outside of, I think we used like a 3-tier cake stand, and we actually had cupcakes, but she had this going all along around the outside of each cake stand, and it came out really pretty. And so when she was disassembling the cake stand, she asked if I wanted this lace, and I said I absolutely do. So all I did was take one of these little motifs and cut it out, and then just, you know, fussy cut around it, and then adhered it under the little flower. Thanks again, Char. So that's where that came from. And then here, my very favorite part of a pocket letter is the shaker pocket. And since I'm sending a card and everybody's already got their own pocket, I couldn't make a shaker pocket. So I thought I've got to include some kind of shaker element. So what I did was take these little papers. They are from this 6x6 something blue paper pad, which I really love. It's got some really gorgeous papers in it. And so I cut out scallops of different sizes using a scallop die set that I think it goes from 5.5 down to 1/2 inch scallops. And for the inside of the shaker, I actually used, let's see, this paper. You see how pretty it is? Ugh, that's my favorite paper in the collection. Anyway, so I took this and I used my little die to chop out the pretty little roses so that in behind the shaker there would be a flower. And then for the shaker material itself, let me see if I can turn it, if you can see the sequins movement. There they go. It's not sequins. It's this chunky glitter I got from Michaels. I showed this in my haul video as well. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. So this is my first time working with chunky glitter, and it's everywhere. I don't know what I thought. I guess I thought chunky glitter wouldn't be as crazy as regular glitter and go everywhere. But yeah, it's all over my craft room floor. I've been picking it up for days. But yeah, it's really pretty. So that's what I used inside there. So that way, everybody gets a little shaker pocket. And then on the outside of the scallops, I just used some perfect pearls there. That's in the bisque color, which I really love. I'll put it on anything. And then for the sentiment, I just used CC Design stamp set, and the sentiment just says, "Have a sweet day." I really like that because I think it applies to just almost any occasion, and I really do hope my swap partners have a sweet day. And so I just went around the edges with a little glue and then put some of this distress glitter on it. This is my first distress glitter, and it's in the color Sponge Sugar. And this glitter, if you've not worked with it before, is a little different as well. It's totally flat and sticks worse than regular glitter. So, of course, the first thing I did was open it up and stick my finger right in it, and I'm still trying to get that glitter off of me now. It's all over my craft table, all over the craft room. So, yeah, but it's really pretty. I love the color, and I thought it went really well with the project here. And then I just stuck a little white sequin there and a tiny little seed bead here. And then on the very bottom, I bought this trim from Hobby Lobby specifically to use for this swap. And I think it's really pretty. This is what I used. Decorative trim, it's called, and it says opalescent down here, and it was $1.99 for 8 yards of it, so you can't really beat that. And I think it's really pretty, but the problem is, once you glue that on there and then stick it down into a traditional sized pocket letter pocket, it makes it way too bulky and ends up forcing the card to stick up out of the pocket a little bit. So I wasn't able to use that on the rest of the cards, even though it matched so good. Let me show you what I did on the other ones. So here's another one of my little pockets. These I haven't sealed up yet because I haven't put my personal information on the back. So here's what I did for the other ones. I just took some of this little gold trim I got from Michael's, and then 2 of these little pearly looking flat back flowers, and adhered those on there. So that's how it looks. Pretty cute. And then the back is just plain craft cardstock, but of course back here is where I'll put my personal information and how my swap partners can contact me. So I'll put that back in there. And then I also, inside the little packets, included a couple of goodies. I made these little thread spools out of paper, and just included a little ribbon in each one of the little packages with a white glass head pin there to share a little ribbon with all my swap partners. Let me see, I was going to see, here's what the spool looks like without anything on it. All it is a piece of cardstock that's been scored at a 1/2 inch. I'm not sure how well you can see that, how good the light is. It's been scored at a 1/2 inch and then folded in half. And you use your We Are Memory Keepers punch board to punch a notch here, 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 and here, and then it leaves a little part sticking out, and so you just come in with your scissors and chop that off, and it makes this cute little spool. I actually got the idea from a tutorial, and I want to say it was on Marilyn G's channel. I'll find it and link it in case you all want to do that. She made hers quite a lot larger than this one, so I just changed the measurements to suit the size of my pocket. So that's where that came from. Super cute. And then I also just included in each packet another little bunch of these rose quartz beads. And of course I went to the store looking for the little tiny Ziploc bags like this, and anytime I go to the store they're not going to have the size that I need. Maybe they'll have what I'm after, but they're definitely not going to have the size that I need. So what I ended up with was these, and it was $100 for $1 at the Walmart, and they're actually about 1 inch too long, you see. So of course I stood in the aisle and thought to myself, okay, you got a fuse tool, why don't we put it to use? So all I did, I'm not sure if you can see that or not, all I did was cut off, it's a little better with the craft underneath it, all I did was chop off about the bottom inch and fuse that closed so that I can include a few of those beads as a goodie for my swap partners as well. So that's what I did. I really hope my swap partners enjoy it. It was pretty fun to make. I tried to make it special and pretty, and tried to make something I thought that they would like. And so I really hope you ladies enjoy it. And I guess that's it. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope y'all have a really great day. Stay tuned, though, because I'm going to be coming back with another swap project, and I have 2 other pretty big projects in the works as well. So please stay tuned for that. Thanks again for watching. Everybody have a great day. Bye.